Okay, everybody should have a purpose in life. And so here's going to be my purpose. I'm going to tell you 101 meals that you can cook in under 5 minutes. And the cost would be less than €2 or $2. Now, that isn't going to be easy, but I guarantee this is going to be the most exciting time of your life because you're going to learn how to make nutritious, healthy, absolutely delicious food in record time. Now, here is what you have to do first. When I was in the construction business, the most important thing was to get the materials together. So in a few minutes, I'm going to set the timer on 5 minutes, but that doesn't include getting all your stuff together. You follow me? In other words, you have to buy the ingredients, which are, in this case, always going to be El Cheapo, very not costly ingredients. And you're going to have what you need. We have a microwave that is a little bit out of the frame, but I'm going to cook almost everything in a microwave because that's a lot faster than cooking it over a flame or an electric stove. So here we go. First, we're going to talk about the ingredients. Now, that doesn't count for my 5-minute preparation time. I'm going to set this wonderful timer at 5 minutes, but that won't be until we actually start the cooking time. So let me talk about the ingredients for an absolutely fabulous breakfast. Now, the basic thing you need is oats for oatmeal. See what they look like inside here? Wow, oatmeal. And to give it a little, you could have plain oatmeal, nothing wrong with that. But if I'm going to do 101 things, I have to have a lot of ingredients that you can combine. So here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ingredients. Now, if you do all the possible combinations and permutations, well, you can always get about 100 breakfasts, but we won't have only 100 breakfasts. We'll have maybe 20 breakfasts, and this first recipe will cover 20 breakfasts. Okay, so what do you do to have a delicious, fabulous breakfast? Well, oatmeal is the basic, but if you want to vary it, you can have buckwheat flakes. Chia is supposed to be healthy. One of my girlfriends said you can really eat chia. And then, what the heck is this? Is this something we got in Germany? Weizsäckgrüne. I don't even know what it is, but I can dump that in the oatmeal for a little variety. And here's quinoa, whatever the hell that is, I don't know, but it tastes pretty good. And now here's the important part. Lots of butter. Butter, butter, butter. That makes everything you ever make taste great. And it's healthy too. Don't let anybody tell you that Crisco or lard is healthy. No, butter, man, butter. Okay, now I'll give you something unhealthy. Muscovado sugar. I don't think it's that bad, really, but it's really a dark sugar. But it's hard to find. So if you want to just get ordinary brown sugar, that's very easy to find. And that goes on after you cook. And then sesame seeds gives it a little variety too. Okay, so now that I've told you all the ingredients you have laying around, one more. It's not psilocybin. That's a mushroom you take to go crazy. Psyllium husks. Now, would you bring me the psyllium husk quickly? I want to just show it what it is. We got that online, and it was $4 for a huge bag of the stuff. We got it from Amazon. All right. Now that I don't usually use, but you can throw that in if you have a little constipation. I don't want to say that too loud in case you're watching this with friends, but in case you have a little constipation, you just throw 1 tablespoon of this in the cup you're going to make. Now, here we go with our 5-minute setting. Here we go. This is a wonderful gadget here. I'm going to set it for 5 minutes. You're going to see that I'm not kidding. When and in case one of these things breaks down, I have 3 of them for a fail-safe. All going to go off in 5 minutes. So now our 5 minutes is starting. First step, put a 1/2 cup of water. I don't know if you can see me, but I'm maybe off camera. But here we go. 1/2 cup of water. I'm not kidding. Look at that, 1/2 cup of water. And you can use any cup. You don't have to use a Starbucks, but a friend of mine got this through sort of illegal means. I don't want to go into too much detail, but he said if I don't use this in a video, he'd be very mad at me. So I'm using his Starbucks cup. Okay. By the way, we have to take that off the 5 minutes, that little explanation. Now, next thing you do is you take a couple tablespoons of oatmeal. In German, they call it Haferflocken. And boy, is that something really cheap. Okay, you put this Haferflocken in the cup. Oh boy, delicioso. I can taste it already. Then, here comes the Master Chef part. You choose 1 or more extra ingredient. Well, I think I'll do a little chia seeds. So we pour, I like to measure it exactly. Yeah, I like to measure it exactly. I'm only kidding. I don't measure anything exactly ever. Then I take some buckwheat flakes, whatever that is, and once again, I don't measure everything exactly. Then I take a nice chunk of butter, about this much, see? Quite a lot, maybe I'd call it two teaspoons full of butter. That goes in my cup. Then, whatever else you do is your business, but I might put in a little sesame seed. But this time, I'm going to put my ingredient into the microwave where somebody has already put in a cup of coffee. I don't need that, but it doesn't hurt to have a cup of coffee with your breakfast. Okay, turn it on. Now, I don't know if I should count this as part of the 5 minutes, the cooking time, but really 2 minutes does it. 2 minutes does it. And by the way, if you are bored with oatmeal, which you probably will be after you eat it 4 or 5 times, use something called polenta. Where's my polenta? Get that polenta. We'll show what that is. Polenta is basically cornmeal. You can get 2 kinds of polenta, either instant or not instant. The not instant takes about 2.5 minutes. The instant you can do in 1 minute. Okay, now you take out the finished product. Wow, it's so hot I can barely hold it. Woo! And I already had breakfast, so I'm not going to really do this here, but I'm going to just pretend. Okay, here is my muscovado sugar, 2 teaspoons. Oh, well, I don't have a teaspoon, so I'll pretend with my tablespoon. Okay, here. 1 nice big tablespoon into the cup. Whoop. And a nice butter. And where are we on our timer? Ooh, we've done it in 4 minutes. We haven't even used up our full time. So I'm gonna just make it ring because I know you've been waiting for that ring. Oops. Don't ring. Well, that's why I have 3. But anyway, that's it for today. And that's our first delicious gourmet meal made by the Master Chef in the south of France. And it's I promised you 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 4 minutes from start to finish, a delicious, nutritious breakfast. Oh, I almost forgot one other thing. Woo! I forgot. Usually I put, when it's done, I put some milk on it. See? Now here, in France, they call it latte. And intero means full milk with the fat in it. And I think it tastes a little better than that skim milk stuff. And I don't use too much, just enough to cool it off. And that is our show for today, folks. I know I'm going to enjoy this breakfast, and I hope you'll have a similar one today, too. Bye-bye.